to another episode of Marking the Times. I'm Dr. Mark Hitchcock, and we're coming to you again here from Edmond, Oklahoma, from Faith Bible Church. And this is a weekly prophecy update. Really is the main thrust of this ministry. But we also like to answer questions, prophetic questions, or other questions you may have. I want to thank many of you for visiting our website, marklhitchcock.com, and also the Facebook page. You've sent in some really good questions, and I want to answer one of those questions today. And then the next couple of weeks, I'm just going to devote to answering questions that you send in. So keep those coming. And again, thank you for watching. Tell others that you think might be interested about this weekly update, and hopefully it'll be helpful to you and helpful to them as well. What I wanted to talk about on the update this week before I answer a question is just when we look at our world today, Vladimir Putin's at it again. We see Vladimir Putin coming out here just a day or two ago, unveiling a new invincible nuclear weapon that he claims to have. And it's just another case of Russia really being what most experts today would say the most dangerous nation in the world today. Now, the most imminent threat to the world may be North Korea because of Kim Jong-un and his saber rattling with nuclear weapons. But clearly the most dangerous threat in the world today is Russia. They're engaged in all kinds of tampering with elections all over the world. We've been experiencing that here in the States. Really, the long-term goal, though, of the Soviet Union is to break up the European Union. They want to continue to frustrate the United States, and they want to exert their influence all over the globe. They're doing that in the Middle East and Syria. They're partners with Iran and with Turkey. I kind of call that the triple threat in prophecy today of Russia, Iran, and Turkey. And Vladimir Putin is a former KGB agent who has his sights set on basically resurrecting the old Soviet Union. That's basically his desire. He said once that the greatest geopolitical disaster of the 20th century was the breakup of the Soviet Union. So he wants to bring that back together again. And again, he's unveiled this week this new invincible nuclear weapon, he calls that. And again, I just think seeing Russia in the news like we're witnessing today is just another foreshadow of Ezekiel 38 and 39. If you read that chapter, Ezekiel 38 and 39, those two chapters, they talk about an invasion of the land of Israel when the Jewish people have been regathered to their land, which they have been today. And it talks about the leader of this invasion will be Rosh, and a leader from the land of Magog. And I believe those are references to the modern day nation of Russia. So what we see happening today in the world is not the fulfillment of this prophecy, but it is a foreshadow of it. The stage is being set for the fulfillment of Ezekiel 38 and 39. I wrote a book that came out here just a few months ago called Russia Rising. If you want to learn a lot more about what's happening in the world with Russia and the part that they're going to play in the end times, this would be a good book for you to read. The subtitle is Tracking the Bear in Bible Prophecy. Now, one question I've been asked a lot related to this is, could Vladimir Putin be Gog, this leader who's named in Ezekiel 38? Now, I don't think the person's name is literally going to be Gog. It's just the word Gog can mean dark. It may mean high or exalted. It's just a term that speaks of the pride and the darkness of this coming ruler. In fact, the name Gog appears 10 times in Ezekiel 38 and 39. There's a good answer to that question I actually have in the book here from Joel Rosenberg. I thought I'd just share this with you, read his comment about it. I agree with him. He says, over the years, people have asked me if Vladimir Putin might be the Russian dictator referred to as Gog in the biblical prophecies of Gog and Magog in Ezekiel 38 and 39. I suspect as Putin continues to reemerge, those questions will begin to be asked again. He says, here's my quick answer. It's too soon to draw such a conclusion. There's much more that would have to happen to indicate that Putin was the Gog of Bible prophecy. But there's no question in my mind that Putin is Gog-esque. And I like that. That's a good way to put it. He's dangerous, and both Israel and the West should keep a close and wary eye on him, especially given all that Putin has done to build a strategic alliance between Russia and Iran and the other countries mentioned in the Gog-Magog prophecies. So all we can really say about that is time will tell. What we can say is that Putin can neither be definitively identified as Gog nor conclusively ruled out as being Gog. He may be responsible for the invasion foretold by Ezekiel, or he may just be setting the stage for another leader who's waiting in the wings. But I think certainly we can say that at least Vladimir Putin's Gog-esque. He's certainly a foreshadow of that coming leader. Well, next time, the next 2 episodes, I want to just answer a lot of the questions you've sent in, so keep those questions coming. We'll look forward to seeing you next time.